Make shots, Torrey. Gotta make shots, Torrey.
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium at any time. The TCU Horned Frogs.
You gotta get. Who had a bad take, my cut? I hear a bitch talking about that's a bad take.
College football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs' long await is coming to an end. They'll put to it, and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Overton. It's complete on the right side. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Big shot. Did they tell you that? Tell you that at work? Huh. Killed that bit.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Release to the back. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat. And the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Flying out to the left. And he will house it. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Never quit on a because you never know what will happen. How about him break? Long run. I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offense.
Yo, Torres sound like you know what he's talking about, son.
Rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds the big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Baker. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That's caught. It's Terry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage, and that's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. Still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Overton. They're working that left side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Finds space on the right. The freshman
Sign Godwin House.
bringing that one in.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The give on the inside.
The best runners on the beach. You ain't never lied. The best runners on the beach. Best runners on the beach was when that damn. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's always back in the day. Best runners on the beach. Best runners on the beach. You ain't never lied, brother. When Ja used to open up with the old Boys and Girls Club down there on what's the name?
Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the defense making a play.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
You damn right.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the
Little
ball
Hall.
get there a little bit early, saving
I
the
miss Little
touchdown.
Hall.
Nice timing by that defender.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Rushes on him. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today.
You cut your hair off?
They're up by 4 over
No, you didn't.
State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be
Why?
keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
No, George Washington Carver.
First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back.
No, you don't.
At the 35, he's got room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
They boot it away on 4th down. Makes a catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up in great position, but you want to make big plays as defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Great place to start for this offense. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's caught. It's Terry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for space. It's gone. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they'll send out the field goal unit.
You got a game? What'd you do? What happened? Y'all won?
Absolutely perfect. And now
How much you had? How much you ate? What you eat? Food? 23 and 8? Well, still, that's crazy. I was gonna say, you must have been in the pass lane. I know you weren't ripping no damn body. You must got a hand. You must got a hand on it when somebody tried to go up like Lil Tory. Lil Tory get his hand on the ball when somebody tried to go up on the run. I gotta check and see what T's doing. Tory, you know T's overseas. T's got a contract. He overseas. He over there in DR. He in DR. I gotta check and see what he's doing. I ain't talking to him today. Yeah, he over there hooping. I gotta see if he got a contract. He's a contract. I gotta see if he got a contract or he over there at a camp, like the little camp shit to showcase it. The only reason, it's nice gyms and shit. He in gyms. He on his side. It ain't like Jake. Say that he in like big nice gyms. He playing in big nice gyms and shit. But I just don't know if it's the little shit like Mom had went to that time. You know what I'm saying, McCray? It's something like that, like an exposure camp, because. All these, yeah, that I was supposed to go there with Sean Kicken, but I was like, yeah, that shit's a waste. But Baldy told me today. T said he should be back in 2 weeks. That's why I said that bitch was in the showcase if he told you that. I don't know. That's why I said it's probably a showcase if he's coming back in 2 weeks. But if that was something Baldy just kind of made up, then shit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They boot it away. From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass. It's Overton. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they tacked on the extra point. That makes the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And what a huge chunk of play for this.
Corey, my brother told me Muhammad out.
What you need to move the ball down the field.
My brother told me Muhammad out.
Frogs headed quickly to the line.
I said my brother told me Muhammad out. Yeah, he out of jail. Yeah, he
looking to run.
Yeah. Yeah, they say he out.
In this defense, they were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football. No PI. Able to swat it away. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride too. Come to the hood. Come to the hood with the whole Dollar General on the bike. Make sure everybody good.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle. It's small. And he's wrestled to the ground. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just won.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle and Cook. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Oh, he's got some space. That's 20. Touchdown, TCU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Picks up the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackle.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Handoff to the lone back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Overton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the punt team gets gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can...
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's small. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to go deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Catch in the middle, it's small. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Shotgun snap on third down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
TCU.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to could be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out.